All right, 8 hours, 17 minutes, 26 or 17 hours.
Wow.
26 minutes.
You mean Peeze is getting married at like 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
I hope not. That would be I'll have been married. The party will still be on at 2 a.m.
True.
But ending.
All right, welcome back. Division D1, D2. Peeze, Stefano, Mocon. We are here. We are riding along. This is our last episode before we take a 1-week field trip in various locations. Some are going to be enjoying the presence of the president of this league, Robert Campana. Is there going to be like fake laughter at the Alouettes game? Like, man, it's such a funny story, man.
And if you want to join us, you can buy tickets online. Follow the link on the Flag Plus Football group and get tickets for cheap.
I get you guys free
So
tickets.
now you have the decision.
I get you FRE free.
You guys have the decision. Spend $10 on an Alouettes ticket or $13 on FPF shorts. Decision's yours.
It's a need or is it a want?
Decision is yours.
Is an Alouettes a need or is it a want?
What would you buy, Pete?
I wasn't listening.
A $10 Alouettes ticket or a $13 pair of FPF shorts?
How much are the tickets?
$10.
Well,
17.
I mean,
17.
it's not easy to find shorts without pockets. So give me shorts.
The shorts, huh? And also the Alouettes are terrible to watch.
The CFL is terrible.
Yeah, that's
I've said
also
it.
true.
I respect the athletes.
Eskimo game on right now? Edmonton?
I respect
Why would you wanna
the
watch that
athletes.
game of
I
all
respect
games,
the people who work in the CFL because it's a tough job.
We have a couple
But I
people
can't
working
watch
in
it, man.
CFL.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't
I
do
mean,
it.
there's no other football on or any other sport besides baseball.
There's a whole world of pornography.
That's true. But, like, honestly, I'd rather watch sports than pornography. Depends what time, though, too. Right? Like, I mean, 2 a.m., obviously, pornography.
Well, we need to.
I'm not watching Sports Center at that time.
Really? With Jay and Dan?
That's most pornography.
That's most pornography.
We need to find a niche like sports pornography. If we can,
I think there's lingerie football.
ESPN Body Issue. Sports shows. Sports Illustrated.
Swimsuit.
It already exists. It's not a
Sports
good idea.
Illustrated
It's not a good
swimsuit.
idea. It won't work.
All right,
Yeah,
let's talk
it's
about
not
the week that was, boys. Finessers. They win, and I'll present the scenario to you. I already told Peeze the scenario would happen.
Oh no! I was already act like what?
Huh?
No!
Never.
No!
Never. Okay, so here is the scenario. So the Finessers win yesterday. They won 28-20 over Buffalo, 34-26 over Buffalo Wild Wings. So they won by 8 points. All right, so Wild Wings are driving. There's about 6 plays left, down to 5 plays. They score a touchdown. Ryan Kroof takes a penalty. But what was failed to be translated, not from the referees, but in the process of the penalty assessment of what to do with it after the touchdown, Buffalo Wild Wings decided to take the penalty yards on the extra point. Because if this was applied, I don't know, for the next drive, they still would have, at minimum, 1 more play, if not more. So is this a complete bleep up by Buffalo Wild Wings?
I feel like they just didn't know that there was that option.
Yeah, but no, the referee said, we told them the option, hey, this is where it is, this is where it can be, this is where it is, and this is where it can be if you choose option A or
Then it was
option
just
B.
terrible decision.
But that's a terrible because they maybe could have had a chance to get the ball back. And
Tristan Ronaldo has a good arm too. He can make it work. But like
he didn't play though.
No, who
Didn't
was their
play.
quarterback?
They had a backup in that game.
Can we just
Okay,
say
that doesn't
games of St. Jean weekend?
Are
Bad
not the
idea.
best.
What's a Wednesday
Yeah.
night game actually?
Yeah,
Jean
people are still recovering, man.
It was
Alcohol is way-
Guillaume
way-
Renaud Dumont who threw for them.
Huh. All right.
But look, Finessers and Ryan Kroof. Can we get a picture of Jeff George up there, please? Jeff George, NFL quarterback. Yes.
Jeff George.
NFL quarterback, Jeff George. Why not? There's no copyright infringements.
I mean, I
Jeff
don't know if that's
George.
true.
That is Ryan Kroof right there. Jeff George.
Jeff George.
Jeff George.
I mean, their names are not similar whatsoever.
But he's Jeff George.
Okay, so this guy's name is Jeff George. Which
Well,
is
J and
first
K
name.
are close to the alphabet
Okay, so J and K. Oh yeah, he's got no.
because it's Jeff.
I mean, yeah,
Not George.
yeah,
with
but
J.
then it should be R. J and R are far because his first name is Ryan.
Hmm.
So G and K are close, I guess. I guess that's enough.
Do we have the Jeff George picture up yet?
Guy,
It's coming up here.
why is it taking so long, Eagle? That's not Jeff George.
There, Jeff George. We see
There
him.
you go. Jeff George is coming up right now.
Also, Mo, there's a lag, so you can just talk
so
over
he
it
is there
because you're not
already.
going to see it as it happens.
You're
I
gonna
know.
see it.
Just continue to break down the game.
there it
Oh,
is.
there you go. Jeff George. That is Ryan Kroof.
Is it?
Actually, you know what? I can kind of see it.
I mean,
Dude, like he
I mean,
throws
his
like
face is
Jeff
kinda
George.
covered. His
he
face is
throws
kinda
like okay.
covered
The
by
reason I
the,
bring this
like-
up is that Ryan Kroof. There's no like multiple speeds of throws. Like, it is one throw.
One speed power.
A javelin, like, shot put throw. And he...
Whether you're 2 yards away or 40 yards away. It's
Yeah,
always
dude, like,
coming
this
at you
guy
like a
throws,
rocket.
like, rocket missiles.
Crazy. Oh, my God. Is that him?
That's him.
That's him. Wow.
That's him.
Fantastic. Look at that.
Ryan Caruth, man.
Listen,
With the
Ryan
80s mustache.
I mean,
you could say that that's how he throws. He would prefer to say how many receivers are ready for the mustache ride.
Yeah, but your boy, Brazilian
Mapinguara.
Mapinguara, man. Yeah, he had a good game.
Dude's amazing. Like he is like Lou Williams for receiver of the year. Like you can pencil it in every time.
Sixth man.
Every time Alex Bacalani signs up for FPF, you're like, all right, receiver of the year, done.
Well, I mean, then you're comparing it to Lou Williams' sixth man of the year, right?
Yeah.
All right, fair.
Just because he always wins.
So it's penciled in. Like he'll probably be like top 3 for sure, usually. But
Oh, yeah.
honestly, most of the season that I've seen them, he's been overshadowed by Naresh. I got it kind of. I would love to say the name fast, but then after I'd mispronounce it and it might sound offensive. Mo, is it Naresh Suresh? Is that it?
Nero Suresh.
Sirosh.
Nero Suresh.
See, I already did it wrong. There you go. But he's been.
Team effort, guys.
The games I've watched Finessers, Alex Bacalani has been overshadowed by Naresh.
So you're saying that he should get out of the shadow and take over as
Yes,
the big
but
dog.
I will say that the best way to watch movies is in the shadow of dark. So what's the next movie on our list?
Number 39.
Here you go.
Well, what are we doing for the people at home?
Here you go.
Oh, we're doing our top 50 movies for wedding movies. Wedding movies because Peezy's getting married in how many hours do we have now?
We got 8 days.
8 days, 17 hours, 19 minutes, and 35 seconds.
Fair.
Number 39 from 1997, starring Bette Midler and Dennis Farina.
I was 2 years old.
Old Feeling.
Dennis Farina.
Oh,
that
old feeling.
That old feeling is
that
pretty
movie that really encapsulates getting the jitters right as you get to the altar. Bette Midler, absolutely great.
Okay.
Should have been Oscar nominated. It's ridiculous that she wasn't.
All right.
Absolute fraud.
Yes, Eagle.
And
so
number
there's no follow
38
by
from
hilarity.
2005, starring Jennifer Lopez, Michael Vartan, and Jane Fonda, Monster-in-Law.
Oh, Monster Love.
Is that the one with Prada?
You ever see those movies? They're great. You have the in-laws don't get along with the bride-to-be
That's
and the
true.
groom-to-be. This is yet another great example. And, of course, hilarity ensues.
Finessers, I feel like their bubble's going to pop, though.
Is it?
I think it is. I think it is.
Do you really think it is,
I think
Mo?
the chair's going to pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to pop their cherry. That's what you're saying.
I think they will.
I feel bad, man.
I don't think
Apparently
they would all
that's
say the same
painful.
things.
Apparently that is painful.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I
it is
just-
painful.
but
Hopefully it doesn't happen in
They
playoffs.
should have wrecked these guys,
Well.
and they ended up winning by 8. Like they were up 60-0. Like they were up 60-0 after 2 minutes to play.
Which is also the case for Honor Game before, and they ended up losing the game. So, I mean, at least they won.
Yeah, I know,
Right?
but still.
So, like, 60-0, it seems like a lot, but it's not really.
I just feel like they're vulnerable now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think they're going to be figured out?
Yeah, I think they'll be one and done.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're one and done.
So, I'm pretty sure Ryan Caruth has added you to his blacklist.
Jeff George over there.
Jeff George.
New name.
Yeah.
Jeff George.
New name.
Jeff George. Other games that caught my attention. Los Avocados, big win over Texas Shorthorns, 38-37. This is a high-scoring affair. I think, like, the Shorthorns, I told these guys afterwards, I said, guys, your offense is dynamic. You just got to figure out your defense, and I think you'd be a pretty solid team in winter 2020.
But as Pease keeps saying, defense is overrated.
Exactly. Colin Sikara, didn't he throw somewhere?
Yes, Concordia.
Yeah, he threw U Sports, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't
John
he ahead of a
Hughes.
certain someone that thought he would be good enough to get there?
Dan Lazara.
Oh, Tugboat.
Tugboat Lazara.
Ah.
Tugboat Lazara.
Poor guy, man.
Like, do you think Tugboat Lazara gets jealous when he sees Sakara on the field? Like, this.
You know what's weird though, because now, like, is his bragging rights? I played Div 1 FPF. Is that his bragging rights for Dan?
Yeah, and Sakara was a starting
And
quarterback.
Sakara's like Div 4 or Div D in this case.
John Buse, though, big game. I think if you guys want a guy who could perhaps be a breakout star in the next couple of years in FPF, John Buse, who played at Queen's University, by the way, 6 catches for 103 and 5 TDs.
So do you think John Buse can play in higher divisions right now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I thought he was gonna catch you again. It was like so
No.
you can play university, but can't play Div 1.
No, he can play. He can play. I like John Buse. Like, he's playing with his buddies, right? But he could definitely play in a higher division. He's got the size, the hands, the route running. He's a really good football player, and this is a fun game to watch. I think Josh Vasquez really controlled the game early on. Even though Los Avocados allowed them to come back in the football game, they answered the bell when it mattered most. And unfortunately for this Shorthorns team, extra points killed them.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk specifically about Josh Vasquez a little later in the show. But for now, the poll results. We asked that Matt Kerouac has filed a formal complaint about Stefano Berardi missing 6 yards in his game. FF community decided his fate. Fire the unprofessional scorekeeper. That's leading with 8 votes.
Oof.
6 votes is Matt Who, and 4 votes for it's 6 yards. No big deal. So it looks like by the end of the show, the night of shows,
I might actually lose the job. Wow.
You might be unemployed.
That's rough.
Can we call Robert Campana?
Rob,
You might go
Wasn't
from
he tuned in?
You might go from Stefano to Stefan Homeless.
Oh,
Can you call him up, please?
Stefan jobless.
This panicking, please. Let's just do it now. Call him up right now. Other games that caught your attention, please.
I was there for the OG's GLC game, so I love, for example, the women's soccer team that just sort of like was celebrating in the other team's faces. I love that.
The U.S. women's national team that was up 9-0 and celebrated.
Exactly.
Like they
Loved
won
it.
everything.
Loved it. It's the greatest thing
Fair.
I've ever seen.
Fair.
But these OGs just, I don't know, they're just annoying. Like it was
Okay.
Maybe it's because I like Hyman Long.
Could it be because they're not women?
I don't know.
Well, you
You
said
call me
women's
sexist?
national
You're accusing
team.
me of sexism?
No,
I
but
think
see,
you are.
sexism. You might be.
I'm not at all. At all.
Eh,
I like women so much. I'm marrying one.
exactly.
in a
Isn't
few
that
hou-
crazy?
a few
Isn't that
days.
crazy,
Oh,
Mo?
these guys are a good group of guys, man. I met them
Well, no, but
before.
they were being obnoxious. Like they were really taking it to GLC, and just really constantly.
Okay, if his
in their
voicemail
faces.
pops up, we go all three.
Correct.
Hey, we'll stuff get
The
fired.
people can't hear the ringing, Mo.
I know.
That's
So-
okay.
That's just our cue. Hyman Long had a rough. He was just floating balls out into the flats, and
But I'm surprised.
The
The
OGs
OG's
were-
usually more conservative.
he was being too conservative.
We're
They
gonna
were,
leave voicemail, guys.
attacking everything in the flats, and he was constantly getting picked
Hi,
up.
you've reached Rob Campana. Please
Oh.
leave a message.
Rob,
At
is
the tone,
Stefano
please
fired?
Rob,
record your message.
I mean,
When you
we
are
need you
finished
on the show.
recording,
Hold on.
you may hang up
You're wasting your
or
time.
press
Yeah,
pound
yeah.
for more
Sorry, I
options.
mean-
Rob, is Stefano fired?
Rob, the thing is, we need you on the show.
Stefano, plead for your
like,
job,
Like,
please.
honestly, I need this job. Like, I need
Please.
something to do with
Just
my night.
answer
I don't want to
the
work
phone.
Saturdays anymore with Stefano out there.
Yo, honestly, people are gonna miss me on the field.
Please.
Don't
Like,
forget
I'm
about
going to be
Matt
gone for
Kerouac.
2 weeks. I don't
Come on.
understand why. We call you one time. You
Just
I need to get-
replace Matt Kerouac
answer
instead.
one time.
If you want to save money, I mean, look, you can save on Stefano's salary by working his shifts, but I don't want to work with you on
Yeah.
Tuesday nights.
Well, why? Like someone else has to work.
Even Mondays,
on Tuesday
my
night.
God, no.
Which is like
Why
crazy.
can't he be more professional?
I
Please.
don't know about it. It's very hard for me to be professional. I
Is
try
there
my
complaints
best.
about Stefano's job?
Like I don't understand
Yeah,
why.
Matt Kerouac.
Why is that
Matt
the case?
Kerouac
Yeah, but Matt
played
Kerouac's opinion doesn't really matter though.
Am
So,
I
mean,
on
He
the
does,
short
got all those
list?
votes.
It's awful, man.
Democracy.
I'm on the chopping block.
This is social media,
Democracy.
man.
I'm on the
Social
chopping
media-
block. Is
I don't
Stefano
understand
social
why is
media-
democracy a difficult concept for you?
Is
Is it
Simo have
whether
to
you're
be
a
part of the
professional-
Social media is
rotation?
ruining lives, man. Honestly, like it's ruining my
You
life.
ruin our lives, man.
Like what is this? I need this job. I like this job. Don't make me lose it, guy. Come
you
on,
serious?
Kerouac. Yes.
Okay,
I
bye,
need this job.
Rob.
Who's that? All right, fair.
Perfect. All right, so OG's GLC. Look, I don't know if Hyman Long's lost his touch or not, but him not being there early in the season did not help the cause. Like,
No,
he was
but
off.
I don't think he's lost his touch. It's just look, you know what you're getting with Hyman Long, and he's a very efficient quarterback. He's not particularly dynamic. He needs the defense to sort of step up. Like he's not the quarterback who's going to go and trade blow for blow in most games. He needs the circumstances to be right for him. Leo G instead, they were there. They kept jumping routes. Ben Reed looked great. The amount he wasn't even on the field all that much because he himself got 2 pick sixes, and it kept his own offense off the field. It was a little intense, and they did a thing you hate, where because one guy didn't have a jersey, they begged for jerseys.
Yeah, you got
for
big
pennies.
guys. Spend
Yeah, have a
$2.
jersey.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The games that caught my attention in the Sheriff, the Fighting Peyton Manning is beating the Longhorns, and the best part of this whole thing, like, okay, we love Dave Allen. He's a great guy. He's an FPF through and through. If you took his blood, it'd be like green, black, and silver. Is that the official colors of FPF, please?
I think it is.
Is
Eagle.
that-
Eagle. What are
Not
the
according to
official
the
colors?
podcast, we are now white and blue.
Yeah, supposedly. Eagle, what's the official team colors of FPF?
Eagle.
Like, is it green, black, and gray?
Well, I see
Well,
teal.
I see blue, so I'm not sure.
There's teal all over the place.
yeah,
guy.
I'm wearing teal today.
I have a blue, so I mean maybe that's Peeze has a light blue, or baby blue.
Yeah, it's a blue theme
Was
today.
it?
Okay, so here's
Blue
the thing,
sky
though,
blue.
right?
It's
So
blue,
Dave,
sky blue. That might be sky blue. I like sky blue.
so
Sky blue's a
Dave
nice color.
Allen, okay, they're down by a score. Sheriff score. They're down by a score. They get the ball back. And before Eugene McLaren snapped the football, he goes, all right, pal, you got this drive to make an impact to win us the game, whatever it is. McLaren throws a pick.
Is Dave? Well, Dave Allen plays quarterback in DV. I guess he put too much pressure on McLaren, and it just
And he threw another pick six after. He threw. The worst part was that because the ball was marked off the 5, and he threw it to the guy. I forget who caught the pick.
Might have been Benjamin Reed.
And you can just see he's like, oh, Alex Bissett, my big friend. Alex Bissett caught it, and you can just see Dave Allen's like heart just crumble into like smithereens.
He blamed himself, right?
I think
that's the kind of guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, Dave Allen.
Look, Dave Allen's a good flag coach. He's a guy I've looked up to as when I was a snapper. I was like, I got to be more like this guy. He's just a really phenomenal dude and the guy who knows a ton about the game. So
he's also tough to stop in the red zone.
It's hard to it's hard to explain what you want in the huddle to your quarterback. But before we get to the next game, Eagle, what's the next movie?
Eagle. Got to be on cue, guys.
I'll set it up better next time.
Give us an update on the poll results, please.
Number 37 from 2000, featuring people you don't know. It Had to Be You.
It Had to Be You, Mo. It's named after the famous Harry Connick Jr. song. Two people destined to be together, and serendipitously, by the end of the movie, it comes together. In between, you know what we got there, Steph?
No, I do not.
We got hilarity. Hilarity ensued in the middle of the movie.
So basically, it couldn't be you. It had to be him.
It had to be him.
Had to be you, Mo. It couldn't be him. It had to be you, Mo.
And from 1996 at number 36, starring Robin Williams, Nathan Lane, Gene Hackman, and Diane Wiest, The Birdcage.
Oh, The Birdcage, Mo. It's an excellent movie about a wedding. One of the first times we've seen homosexuality represented on the silver screen in a commercial movie. Not even making that up. That's true.
That's actually true.
My God, we have
hilarity ensue.
Absolutely.
Well, Robin Williams in it. I mean, hilarity always ensues with Robin Williams.
That's what I'm saying.
The poll results. We have a who's voted for Stefano to be fired. Brett Bakken, Peasy, Mocon, that's obvious. Jake Applebaum.
All of the people that are supposed to like me. Wow.
Correct. Jake Applebaum, Andrew Langbert.
Applebaum. What does he have against?
Andrew Langbert.
Andrew Langbert. I'd never get your stats wrong, guy.
Tanner Burrell. Paul Lapierre.
Paul Lapierre. What is he? What have I ever done to
Anthony
Paul?
Como.
I have a Como him. It's okay.
Etienne Brisson.
Maybe that's that's someone else.
That makes sense.
It makes sense. He's friends with the other people. It's okay. Who's the other
Matt Kerouac.
Miles Keller.
Miles Less.
Oh, Miles. Oh,
Miles Teller also voted.
Miles Teller.
Other games that caught attention, boys, from Division D1?
I watched the Balls Deep Baby Sharks game.
That's D2.
And
that's D2.
You asked for D1.
That's D1.
All right, well, I didn't watch D1. I watched this game in D2. So are we going to skip? Are we going to jump to
Let me just see if I got one. Oh, Bird Gang beats Super Saiyans. Huge game.
Oh, boy.
This one surprised me. I thought Super Saiyans were going to win this.
Without AJ, no?
AJ was not there.
Correct. Anthony Lazara played quarterback.
And it seems
just
to have worked
honestly
better.
Played very consistent, smart football. Jordan Allard just looked flustered. And the game just started poorly, and they were making a ton of little mistakes. And by the time, honestly, it looked like Saint Jean. It's like everyone's slowly sobering up.
Yeah, and then there's no Quebecers on these teams.
What?
Like actual
it
French
doesn't
Quebec
matter because
I mean, you're right. You're right.
It's the greatest holiday ever.
Is it?
It is absolutely.
I mean,
it's all the drinking and none of the religious symbolism.
The Queen's birthday is most of the hype. Like the Queen's birthday, that's a lot of hype right there, man.
Victoria Day?
The Queen's birthday.
No, man. That's Journée des Patriotes.
Oh.
We're in Quebec, man.
Queen's birthday guy.
I didn't recognize the Saint Jean.
I don't recognize this queen.
I didn't recognize this.
Because who the hell's the queen?
It's okay, Peeze.
You know what?
Get the hell off my money.
What's embarrassing?
Get off my money.
What's embarrassing for me is that.
Why is she on our money if she's not our queen?
Get off our money.
I'll never understand.
What's embarrassing for me is that I can't do O Canada cold.
So you have to be warm when you do O Canada?
No.
From a scarf?
I can't do it. Like, if
like
you ask
need
me
to
right
wear
now,
a jacket?
If you ask me to do O Canada right
so
now.
you don't know the national anthem.
I don't know the words.
Okay, fair.
I don't know the words.
Me neither. I just know the O Canada part. What about you, Peace?
I only ever learned
Eagle, play the O Canada theme.
I've only ever learned. Isn't it copywritten? I've only ever learned.
It is.
Well, we're Canadian, so I guess it works.
I've only ever learned the English version because when I was in school, we didn't know the.
All I heard from the French part is "Terre de nos aïeux," which I have no idea what that means.
That means we're awesome.
Terre de nos aïeux. What's aïeux?
We're awesome.
This is when we need Simon. Like honestly, Simon.
Yeah. Josh Vasquez in the quarterback
Vasquez.
pantheon. Where's he at in the quarterback pantheon?
The quarterback pantheon. That's a pretty big word, Mo. Not gonna lie. Honestly, I feel like he would probably be maybe not top 10, but like right outside top 10 in the division.
So you know
like
when you
maybe
get
12,
to a
13?
pantheon, there's usually stairs.
Is
I
it?
think he's done climbing the stairs.
So he's
and
at
he's
the top
walked
of the
into the
stairs.
pantheon, but he's not like on the altered pantheon. He's just in the middle of the pantheon, so middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack. So what? 50?
But he's a pretty good when he's on though, which is every 10 games. What 4 out of 10 times he's always
so basically
on.
he's the most inconsistent quarterback.
40% of the time it works every time.
Well, I mean that's a very good average in baseball.
But if he played, that's a great baseball average. But if he played like he did on Tuesday night or Wednesday night football,
you got to stop adding night football. It just doesn't work.
Well, every night's
Tuesday
every
night
night's
football, Wednesday night football. What is
Saturday
it?
night football.
Every night is a night.
Thursday night football sounds terrible with the CFL.
It's
Why are
also
you
the
just going to
NFL.
try and make it? Yeah, but it's just CFL makes it sound so much worse.
Are there more viewers for us than the CFL game right now?
Probably.
Most likely.
In the Montreal region.
Who is
Montreal
it?
region.
Who is it? The Eskimos?
That's Edmonton against Winnipeg. But
no, those are markets that actually watch the CFL.
exactly strong markets.
Isn't Saskatchewan the strongest market?
It is. Vasquez though, if he's locked in, which again 4 out of 10 times, he's tough to beat.
He is, but he has to be locked in from the start.
The thing is, he has a system that works, and if teams don't catch on quick enough, he'll bleed you to death.
Bleed you to death.
I mean, not actually, but footballily, will bleed you to death. Figuratively is another way I could have said that word.
No Tom Zerko though.
No.
Correct, but he doesn't need it. Ilya Kratsov, for example, is a very good receiver that he hasn't always used a ton. He's a big body. He's great in the red zone, quicker than he looks. He doesn't need to rely on one guy. In fact, I think it was hindering his growth.
Hindering.
We have
Another
before we
good
get back to the Vasquez, we have a message from Jean-Felix Marquis.
Oh, look at that.
LOL, the scorekeeper of one of my last my game last week missed about 75 yards, and I did not say a word.
Error is human.
So who was on his?
I don't even know what.
Eagle, can you look up
Eagle, who was that?
Jean-Felix Marquis.
Wasn't me. I promise you it was not me. I mean, I might have missed 6 yards, but
So now are we going to fire Jean-Felix Marquis for this hot take of an
no, we
opinion?
should suspend him.
We should cancel him. He's canceled.
Yeah, cancel.
Okay,
Cancel
so
X.
I think it's Chris Dagger, by the way. That messed
Wow,
up.
poor guy, man.
But look, here's my
Dagger
argument,
runs
though.
deep.
That's true.
I think that he's now. You mentioned the Tom Zerko factor. You mentioned Ilya Kretsayev, who's done very well. I think we've taken off the training wheels from Vasquez as quarterback, and now he's able to ride on his own without any tripping up along the way.
So basically, you're saying Vasquez is at his peak, right?
I think he's playing better. I think he's much better now than where he
is
was
there room
12
for
months
improvement,
ago. Yeah, there's always room for
or
improvement.
is he at his peak?
I think there's always room for improvement.
No, he's not going to be at a steady pace because his consistency is lacking. Like, honestly, he plays good one game, then the next game he's just
But I'm saying, like,
terrible.
he needs sort
like
of
you
all
need to
the-
be more consistent.
I think it should be Joe Pereira because he made
That's,
a catch
not
fall.
related, Mo.
Oh, sorry.
Not related, Mo.
That's our softball team
Who
chat.
was Field 2 at Lachine on Sunday?
Oh,
never
Chris
listened.
Dagger. Chris Dagger.
That's him.
When?
Sunday last week because
Oh,
Juan
yeah.
Edgel was not there. Speaking of Juan
Fair.
Edgel, this week we have the big game. Hot Sauce Sports against Hurricane Season. Loser goes home. It feels like the loser of this game will not make the playoffs.
I feel badly for them then.
All right, so Stefano, I'll ask you, and Eagle will ask you the same question.
I doubt that, though.
Would you take any of the 4 Kane season quarterbacks over Peeze Delarizi?
Who are the four?
Who
What?
are the 4?
Who?
They have so
4
many.
Hurricane season quarterbacks over Peeze Delarizi. I'll give you the list of quarterbacks for Hurricane season so
Go
you
for it.
guys can banter about here. So the Hurricane season quarterbacks, as I try to find the Hurricane season, which I
Take
do
your time,
now.
Mo.
Okay, ready? So here we go.
It's not like he came up with this question.
I
No.
did come up with the question.
It's not like he was prepared for it by
I
coming up with
was.
it.
I was. All right, here we go. 4 quarterbacks: Ryan McGrath, Juan Edgel, Bradley Perron, and Travis Moses.
Pease is the better quarterback out of all of them. The problem is they have better receivers to throw to.
But I'm asking quarterback.
I don't think they have better receivers than I do.
Well, then how come they're winning?
Because Pease is
I'm
sucking.
trash. I don't know. Like, pick
So
a
basically,
reason.
you're saying that it's all 4 of those guys ahead of you.
I don't know. I don't think there's a ton of separation. Like, they're all better athletes, but
I mean, I'd probably take Travis over Pease. I mean, Travis is more of a receiver, not to be honest.
All right,
but
what about Juan Edgel?
I would take him as a receiver any day, but quarterback, I feel like he tries too hard, and he does
shouldn't you try?
not that hard.
Okay.
See, if you try too hard, you'll fail.
Can we call Juan Edgel on the phone,
Juwan?
please? No. All right,
Come on,
Ryan
Eagle.
McGrath. He comes from a strong family pedigree of football. Isms.
But see, McGrath sounds like a tight end's name.
But McGrath had a great finals in Division 6D in the winter.
I missed that, didn't I? I was away, right? I was there and I left and came back.
Perhaps, yes.
Yes.
He looked great. Honestly, it's tough to say. We're all very different in style, so I don't know. It's also weird to be commenting on myself, so somebody else say something.
Okay,
Mo, say
well,
something.
no, carry on, Peasy.
Mo, you were a quarterback once.
Let him carry on. Carry on.
Weren't you a
Describe
quarterback
yourself.
once, Mo, with 25% passer rating?
Yeah, describe yourself, Peasy. We were talking about you right now. So go ahead, Peasy.
I'm a good guy.
Are you, though?
He's so uncomfortable.
He's really-
I like making good friends late night tacos.
Nice.
And Cubanos tonight is the.
Oh, look at that.
I'm looking forward to that, to be honest.
Yeah. So that's all I could say.
Then what does that have to do with your on-field play?
It's probably heavily related. Yeah, heavily.
I don't know.
'Cause I'm heavy.
Mo, would you take yourself over Pease at quarterback?
Yeah, of course.
Why?
Of course I would.
25% completion rate.
I'm more versatile than him.
No, you're not.
Versatile.
Because like one of the factors of versatility is needing the ability to throw football.
I know, which I can't right now.
He's got a broken finger. Remember
can't.
that.
Eagle. The 4 quarterbacks listed: Edghill, Perron, McGrath, and who am I missing here? I missed the 4th one here.
McGuigan.
Moses.
Oh, Jordan, yeah.
Travis Moses.
Taking PC over them.
Yes, I am.
Biased.
Okay.
Biased. Where are we at in the movies, by the way?
Yeah, we can keep doing the moves here.
I think we haven't touched
We
it.
forget the Paisan of the week.
Number 35 from 2008, Sex and the City.
Oh, that's a great movie, actually.
Is that even a wedding movie?
No. But
Yes,
it's a
it
great
What happens
movie.
in the movie?
She's getting married
She's getting married, but
to
it's,
Mr.
but-
Big.
Mr. Big. Is that
a good movie.
Isn't that ice? Isn't that chocolate?
Mr. Big breaks her heart in the movie, but then they rekindle it at the end.
Well, that makes sense. It sounds like every other movie.
And you know what happens in that movie? You know what ensues?
It was actually 10 years ago. Last
What ensues, Mo?
Hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hilarity.
This movie came out 10 years ago, 2 weeks ago.
Isn't that crazy, Mo?
That's so much time travel in one
I know.
sentence.
And at number 34 from 1989,
Way before my
featuring,
time.
Shirley MacLaine, Olympia Dukakis, Sally Field, and Julia Roberts, Steel Magnolias.
Oh, Steel Magnolias. You got to be a monster not to cry at Steel Magnolias, Mokan. It is a beautiful, touching story, heartwarming. And before the end of it, hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues.
All right.
So,
Let's go. Carry on. So we get down to the last 30.
Go on, man.
Because we have Paisan in the game of the week coming up.
Number 33 is a little bit unexpected, but awesome. Starring Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter, Emily Watson, and Tracy Ullman. Corpse Bride.
Corpse Bride. It is a movie about
Corpses
getting married.
So see, there is love for everybody out there.
From the same people who brought you Eagle Eye. I'm blanking. Please say the movie Nightmare
on
Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before
Yes.
Christmas.
It is claymation. It is a tearjerker. It's heartwarming, and hilarity ensues.
All right, next movie.
Number 32 from 2001, Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and John Lithgow.
Mo, what movie is
Shrek.
that? No,
Shrek.
You ruined
Shrek,
the
it
entire
is a
thing.
classic tale of two people who are green, who are destined to be together because they're green. Some people say racially
Once
insensitive,
again,
but
once
I say,
again, there is love for everybody, even if you're green.
but I say hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues. Eddie
Number
Murphy, don't care.
31.
1999, Chris O'Donnell, Renee Zellweger, The Bachelor.
Isn't that a show?
Oh, Mo, the Bachelor, Chris O'Donnell. He's looking like Robin. He's coming through the city. He's looking suave as all hell. By the end of it, however, handcuffed, gets married, hilarity ensues.
Hilarity.
Chris O'Donnell was
ensues.
in Batman in 95. Val Kilmer. All right,
Was he?
next.
No, but
Number
he was
30
Robin.
from
He was never Batman.
That's right,
1997.
he was in the Batman movie
Yeah.
with Val Kilmer.
The one
Kevin
that killed
Kline
the
and
franchise.
John Cusack are with Tom Selleck and Matt
Hey, it's
Dillon,
Robin.
directed by Frank Oz in and Out, where a Midwestern
Isn't that
teacher
a burger
questions his
thing?
It is,
sexuality
In-N-Out
after
burger.
a former student makes a comment about him at the Academy
Do you think
Awards.
this is where they got the name for the restaurant?
Look it up,
I
please.
think
In and
it's
Out
just-
Burger.
Because they get in and out quickly.
But did they get in and out quickly from the movie? Like, did they get in terrible out?
I think they got that from Eagles Love Life.
Oh, yeah. Well, Eagles' love life is, like, non-existent. That's okay. It's okay. There's love
Who's
for
going to
everybody out
flirt
there.
with Eagle's girlfriend next week?
Brent Botkin. I see that happening.
What?
Brent Botkin.
What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
Brent Botkin flirting with Eagles' girlfriend.
At the wedding next week.
I can see it.
I
can
see
go
that
with
happening.
I can go with that. All right, it's now time for Paisan of the Week. I set you up saying we're doing Paisan of the Week.
What is wrong with you, Eagle? You have
One
one
job.
One
One job.
One job
many-
several times.
You have many one jobs, and you fail every single one.
Paisan of
All
the
right,
week.
Paisan
Jeez.
of the Week. Here we go.
My Paisan of the week, I'm going to go away from what Pease believes in. I'm going to go with a solid defensive player, Rafael Morelli. My Paisan of the week, 7 tackles.
Yeah.
People think you suck, but I don't believe you suck. That is why you are my Paisan of the week.
That's it.
You deserve it with your 7 tackles. They throw to you. They think you are a scrap. I
Look at that
still do
smile.
not believe. Look at that.
Look at that
Look
smile,
at that.
Morelli.
Look at that. I've
The
never smiled like
Italian
that
stallion,
once in my
man.
life.
Look at that
I
Ferrari
have
458
never-
over here.
Never smiled once like that in my life.
Raphael more smiley.
Raphael More Smiley, yeah. Maybe. That's a great name. We should change that. Mo, you think we should change that
Absolutely.
name? Raphael More Smiley.
More smiley, yeah.
Nice. Paisan of the week. Keep killing it.
Yeah, beast over there, man. The Italian stallion.
Italian
Ferrari
stallion.
458.
Yes, I have chosen 2 unknown talent players because unknown talent is one of the very few Italian teams in this season.
not
Heavy
very
Italian influence. Heavy.
Can you be a Paisan of the week without being Italian?
No, you have to be
No, you
Italian.
have to be Italian.
Have to be
So we
Italian.
Which is what makes my life so
Can
awesome.
Can we make people Italian?
No.
I mean, we
I think
could.
we did with Jordan Panetta last week.
Jordan Panetta is Italian. He did not tell me or confirm it, but he is Italian.
But it can be like honorary degrees, like university.
No,
it can be
no,
like
I
an
guess.
honorary
No,
Italian.
No,
no,
but
no.
see, graduating with honors is terrible.
No,
like
no.
that just means
No, what that
No,
is.
it's
terrible.
It's like
And also
NHL
that
expansion.
participation.
It's like expansion. No. We keep it to a certain
Actual
demographic.
Italians,
Exactly.
not Mokan.
So who is it again?
Raphael Morelli. I salute you, Paisano.
All right.
Good timing.
It
All
was.
right,
Wasn't that
perfect.
fantastic?
That was
Get up
excellent.
there.
Why don't
That
you
was
always get the
great.
timing right?
Because Eagle keeps fucking up.
All right. Games of. All right. Here we go.
God, you guys.
And can we get this update on the clock countdown for PZ?
I'm curious to see my poll results right now.
I'm on the poll, don't worry.
All right,
All right, I have the poll results. Get the games of the week, please.
Games of the week, Eagle. Oh, look at that. We got 8 days.
16 hours, 54 minutes, and 50 seconds. And I will no longer be unmarried Peeze.
You will be Peeze Zuniga.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Games
no,
of the
Peeze
week.
Caruso. Yeah, that's right. My
We're going to
bad.
start
Peeze
with
Caruso.
D2. We have the U versus Baby Sharks.
Wow.
The U.
The U are going to win. The U have to win. Like,
Yeah, I think it's just getting ridiculous. Give me the U.
Easy W versus Underducks.
ECW is a particularly bad matchup for underdogs just because of all the speed. Give me ECW.
easy W.
W.
Buffalo Wild Wings versus Texas Shorthorns.
Give me the Shorthorns to win.
Against?
The Buffalo Wild Wings.
Stop choosing Shorthorns. They're not going to win.
No,
Buffalo
I-
Wild Wings.
Tristan. Is Tristan back? If Tristan back, Buffalo Wild Wings are winning.
And last game for this week, GLC versus the Fighting Amish.
Ooh, I see Fighting Amish win this game.
I think GLC come back strong.
Yeah.
Hyman Long's not going to post 2 terrible games back to back.
GLC, brother.
Give me GLC.
And in D1, we have Legend of Seven versus the Sheriff.
Louis Vigien is going to torch him.
Yep.
It's not going to be
He's-
pretty.
yeah.
Even with a
Sheriff
broken
are-
arm, he'll torch these guys.
Yep. He might actually break it during the game.
Yeah, he probably would.
The way he throw, I don't know how he doesn't throw and like get Tommy John. I keep saying this every week. How?
I feel like his arm's going to like splat to like different pieces, and I'm going to have to collect it off field
You
3.
think Tommy John was the guy's full name or like Tommy John like
I
Anderson?
feel like it was Thomas,
Jonathan?
Jonathan, and then the last
No, I'm
name.
going to go with
I
Thomas
read the story
Jonathan.
on his whole thing, Tommy John. It's very unique. All right, next game.
We have Les Princes de la Rive Sud versus Half a Stars.
Ooh, half a star.
Half Star's going to rip these guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough game. Half a stars.
Okay, we have Outlaws versus Les Centaurs.
Outlaws are gonna win.
You know what? I want to say that, but the Centaurs
I
are
mean, you
better
can still
with
say it.
with Rossi back at quarterback. Give me Centaurs.
And last game, Show Me Your TDs versus LOB.
Mikey looked good last week.
He did.
This is another kind of team
He did.
that he's going to excel against because they're zone heavy, and Mike likes to pick apart zones and attack intermediate areas. Give me Show Me Your TDs.
Show me TDs.
LOB's been struggling. Show me your TDs.
At number 29, we have...
No. That's for the next episode.
No, because we got 30 to go and we got 2 shows. We got to do a few.
Oh, here we
So
go.
number 29,
So
we
5
have
more.
The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds
That's a
from
good movie.
2009.
All right, perfect.
At number 28, we have Three Men and a Little Lady with Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, Ted Danton,
Isn't it Three Men and a
Nancy
Baby?
Travis. And at 27 from 2010 with America Ferrera, Forrest Whitaker, and Carlos Mencina, Our Family Wedding.
Magic words, please.
Come experience the notorious history of Kingston Penitentiary.
We're not here next week.
First hand.
First time in a long time. We're on field trips. Good night, Norway.
The first thing that came up on my phone.
Fair.
It's really how I do this stuff.
Sponsored too.
We should get them a sponsor. Get the Kingston Penitentiary to give us money.